Here is a question. Read it carefully and think about the answer. Let us solve it step by step. Let us first understand the key concept here. Canonical resonance structures must obey the following rules. 1. The atomic connectivity, sigma framework, must remain unchanged. Only pi electrons and lone pairs can be delocalized. 2. The total charge must be conserved across all canonical forms. 3. Every atom must have a valid valence. No atom should exceed its normal valence or have an impossible bonding situation. 4. Charges should arise from electron pair movement, arrows, not from arbitrary placement. The parent species appears to be the protonated form of a conjugated aminodine, specifically the cation formed when the nitrogen of but 1,3-DN1 amine, H2N, CH is equal to CH, CH is equal to CH2, is protonated, giving the resonance delocalized system, CH2 is equal to CH, CH is equal to CH, NH3+. Moving on to the next step. CH2 is equal to CH, CH is equal to CHNH3. This is the starting, most stable, canonical form. The positive charge is on nitrogen, which bears the ammonium group. All bonds are normal, valences are satisfied, and the total charge is +1. This is a valid canonical structure. Moving on to the next step. CH to CH is equal to CH, CHNH3. This structure has a carbanion on C4 and 2 positive charges on C1 and on N, giving a net charge of +1. Moving electron density along the conjugated chain can place a negative charge at an internal carbon while positive charges appear at terminal positions. Although unusual, charge-separated resonance structures with formal positive and negative charges on adjacent or nearby atoms within a conjugated system are permissible as canonical forms as long as total charge is conserved and valences are valid. Net charge is equal to +1, 1 plus 1 is equal to +1. Connectivity is unchanged. This can be considered a valid, though high-energy, canonical structure. And for the final step, CH to CH is equal to CH, CH is equal to NH3, where NH3 is doubly bonded to carbon, i.e. is equal to NH with one extra H, written as is equal to NH3, but actually is equal to NH2 would be the imine type. Structure 3 shows CH to CH is equal to CH, CH is equal to NH3. The terminal nitrogen in is equal to NH3 would require nitrogen to form a double bond to carbon and bear 3 hydrogen atoms simultaneously. This means nitrogen would have 5 bonds, 1 double bond to C counts as 2, plus 3 NH bonds, giving nitrogen a valence of 5. While nitrogen can have 5 bonds in some contexts, here a neutral nitrogen with a double bond and 3 hydrogens is equal to NH3 is impossible because nitrogen only has 5 valence electrons. It would need to form 5 bonds without any formal charge, which violates standard valence rules for a neutral atom. Additionally, the positive charge is on C1, CH2, and nitrogen appears neutral, but is equal to NH3 on nitrogen is not a valid bonding arrangement. It would require a pentavalent neutral nitrogen. This makes structure 3 an invalid canonical structure because it violates nitrogen's valence rules. Neutral nitrogen cannot simultaneously form a double bond to carbon and 3 bonds to hydrogen. Option A. I is incorrect because structure I is a perfectly valid canonical form. Option B. 2 is incorrect because structure 2, though charge separated, maintains correct valences and conserves total charge. Option D. None of these is incorrect because structure 3 is indeed invalid. Therefore, the correct answer is C. Therefore, the correct answer is option C.